How are you all doing today? Today is Saturday, the 4th of October. Hello, October 2025. This year has gone by so fast. Are we having fun yet? Have we had any fun? Honey, I don't know about fun, but the task force, they're on task in Memphis. Have y'all heard about it? It's been nationwide news. The safety task force is in full effect in Memphis. And I am so happy that they're here. This is long overdue. I can finally drive to work in peace for a change, and that is so refreshing. The people have really adjusted to this for the most part, and nobody's complaining but the niggas. And we all know why the niggas are complaining, and they have a problem with it because they are the problem, in my opinion. They are the most problematic, in my opinion. And they are the ones that's mostly committing the crimes, in my opinion. And the news reports support my opinion. Yeah, all you got to do is look at the evening news, the daily news. It's nobody in there but the niggas. And they are always in the news for committing crimes. Day after day, crime after crime. And the safety task force is going to walk them like a dog. One problematic criminal nigga at a time. Yeah. I have enjoyed listening at the sirens, running up and down the street, chasing after these garbage ass heathens. And honey, let me tell you, the safety task force, they understand their assignment. And I just thank God for the safety task force. I thank God for Donald Trump, even though he's messy, even though there may be an underlying agenda to this safety task force other than what they are telling us. Nevertheless, I thank God for God, Donald Trump, and the safety task force. Honey, if this what it takes to get these heathens somewhere to sit their ass down, if this what it takes to get these heathens to go somewhere and sit their garbage ass down, I'll take it. I'll take it. Honey, so many people are appreciating this because finally they can go outside and enjoy themselves in a civilized environment without these heathens causing problems, carjacking, killing, you name it. So let's talk about it. For the first time in a long, long time, the other day I saw an elderly person at the car wash. How long has it been since I seen an elderly person at the car wash? Child, the elderly people, a lot of them are saying that they have been afraid to come outside because of these garbage ass heathens, particularly these YNs. And I wish I would stop calling them YNs. Just call them garbage ass heathens, okay? And these are the heathens, aka the children of the corn, that have been reproduced into society by these queens. And it's time that y'all start holding these queens accountable for the garbage ass creation that they created, okay? I'm sick of them. And I'm so glad that Donald Trump, by the grace of God, is walking them like a dog, taking them off them food stamps, getting them out of them Section 8 comfort zones. Yeah, that garbage ass got to go to work. It's time to stop laying on your back and your knees and get it how you live, queens. I'm so sick of y'all weaponizing your wombs. For a long time, y'all have been weaponizing your wombs and All these presidents before Donald Trump have given y'all a comfort zone. And you have weaponized your wombs and just gotten pregnant with one Junebug, Pookie, and Ray Ray after another. And we see what that has resulted in. That we see what that has gotten you, right? I'm so sick of y'all getting pregnant like a roach or a dog just to get pregnant and get some benefits from the government. And then y'all turn around and try to create these false narratives like the white man is so bad. Well, if he's so bad, why do you keep on depending on the white man like a surrogate dad? Huh? Why do you keep on depending on the white man for food stamps? Give him his food stamps back. Give him his Section 8 back. Child, I think this is the safety task force riding behind me. I'm seeing a whole lot of these strange vehicles. I think that's some of the safety task force members. I think it is. I just thank God for the safety task force. Child, it's like having a neighborhood watch committee that you don't even have to pay. It's like having some bodyguards that I don't even have to pay. Child, and these YNs, ooh, they ducking the smoke. I haven't seen I take that back. I was getting ready to say, I hadn't seen a YN in a while, but that's a lie. I saw some this morning. But they was on their best behavior. You couldn't pay a YN to act up right now. You couldn't pay a YN to walk around or ride around in a stolen car, a Fin. What's that other car they like? They like the Fin, the Infinity. They like the Fin and the Challenger and the Mustang and the Charger. The Hellcat. You couldn't pay a YN to ride around in a Hellcat and cause a lot of hell right about now. You couldn't pay a YN to ride around in a stolen Hellcat or a Scat Cat or Durango supercharged Hemi with the Blicky, aka the what you call the gun with the damn, why am I having a brain freeze? The what's that they like nowadays? The gun with the thing that shoot a lot of rounds on it that they not supposed to have. It's supposed to be illegal. Whatever it's called, you couldn't pay a YN to ride around in a stolen car with a gun hanging out the window like they usually do. For years they've been doing this in Memphis. Oh, they done got comfortable being criminals because a lot of the people, they have accommodated them and they done relax these laws, and that's not a good thing. I have been saying that for years, but nobody but the Lord will listen to me. So here we are. All these years later, accountability has come knocking at their door, and all eyes are on Memphis. I'm so glad that thank you, God, for Donald Trump. If nothing else, I appreciate Donald Trump for this moment right here. Assigning the safety task force to the streets of Memphis. This is long overdue. Oh, I love to see it. And see, for years, I hadn't seen the Memphis police patrolling the streets because of criminals. I think they're scared of the criminals. And then I heard allegedly, now don't quote me on this, but allegedly, this is what I've been hearing. They've been infiltrated by gangs. Gang. That's what I heard. But you know, some rumors are true and some rumors are false. So we're just going to have to put that on the allegedly. So if that's true, I said to myself, self, that would explain why the crime has been out of control like it has. And it explains a lot of things if that's true. If. That's a strong if, okay? But that's what I'm hearing. You know, we hear a lot of things. We read a lot of things. So I can't prove it, but I'm just telling you what I heard. Yeah. So maybe Donald Trump, he can assign a task force to investigate and research and see if those allegations are true. And if it is, we cannot allow that, because that is a safety issue for the whole community and maybe the whole United States and possibly the whole world. But anyway, I have been enjoying listening at them sirens just going up one street and down the other. I have enjoyed. Oh, and they understand their assignment. The task force, they understand, and they are about that life. And I said, oh, I hadn't seen the YNs showing out like they usually do, turning donuts in the street, racing up and down the street, running red lights, running stop signs, and all of that other rigmarole that they had been doing. Oh, you couldn't pay them to turn a donut in the street, breaking glass, racing, drag racing, all of this showing out they've been doing. Oh, I bet they having withdrawals, because, last night was Friday night, and that's their favorite night to show out. Friday night, Saturday night, and part of Sunday. But every day they like to show out. But child, I hadn't seen any YNs, young niggas, old niggas, middle-aged niggas. I hadn't seen none of them showing out. Ooh, it's like they convulsing. It's like they want to throw up. Oh, and they just been sulking. I've been looking at them. They look like they so depressed. They can't stand to be on their best behavior and try to behave themselves. Oh, they look like they've been so depressed. They ready for the task force to go home. I'm not. I want the task force to stay here forever. I want them to stay here forever. I want them to stay here forever. I want them to stay here forever. I don't want the task force to never, ever, ever leave. Yes. And somebody, who was that? It was some rapper. Who was that? It was some rapper. It was two rappers, old school rappers from Memphis. I heard them say, one of them said they want to buy him some coffee. And one of them said they want to do something else for him. Child, who was that? Elon Musk. I heard that Elon Musk bought him some Chick-fil-A. The task force members, the National Guard. Child, and somebody else in one of them groups on Facebook that I'm subscribe to. They said them and their friends want to buy the National Guard some lunch too. Oh, everybody being so nice to the task force member. Not everybody, but most of the people that matter and that count. They being so nice and just welcoming the task force members, including the National Guard, and rolling out the red carpet for them. Yes, I welcome them. I welcome them, and I want them to stay. I want them to overstay their welcome. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. National Guard members. I heard it was 300 of them. I hadn't seen any. Maybe they in plain clothes. Maybe they driving a regular car. I hadn't seen no tanks, army tanks or nothing like that. Army fatigues. They probably wearing regular clothes. I hadn't seen them in military clothes. But I heard that they're here. And I want them to stay here. That's what I want to do. I want them to move here and stay here and become a part of the community. Yes. And I also heard that it's a whole lot of more uh federal agents also in town, and they are on assignment by Donald Trump and Pam Bundy. She's the U.S. Attorney General. She was here recently the other day, and she came with a motorcade and had a whole lot of big wigs with her. And she's standing on business. All of them standing on business. And I appreciate them for being dedicated and having the courage and commitment to come on and stand on business. Oh, they've been matching energy of the YNs. And I said, I know that ain't the YNs ducking the smoke. They've been ducking the smoke. I said, oh, I thought that was about that life. I thought they was gonna stand on business and blah blah blah. In Chicago, I heard that Donald Trump gonna sign a task force for y'all to be next. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready, like T.D. Jakes say. But child, the niggas, they been laying low. Oh, I said, oh, the playhouse. What's that I hear? What's that I hear? It sound. Do y'all hear that? It sound like what's that I hear? It sound like some playhouses being torn down. That's what it sounds like. Do y'all hear it? That's what it sounds like. I'm not sure if that's what I hear. I hear sound like I hear some young nigga saying to the task force, "Go home, y'all go home." Is that what I hear? Child, it sound like I hear some niggas crying. Crying because they can't get their dope moved around the city like they had been doing on a regular basis. Child. Oh. I just hear the tears of niggas. The tears of niggas. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, and they just in agony, just like some gremlins when you throw water on them. That's what it sounds like. The tears of niggas that's gotta obey the law. Oh, I hear them crying. Do y'all hear them crying? I can hear them. I hear them in the distance just crying. Cause on the weekend they really show out, and it just hurts them. I'm pretty sure it just hurts them to not go in the stores and steal like they had been stealing, smashing, and grabbing, ramming their cars and pickup trucks into the store windows, at the car dealership, taking what they want, just not being roguish like they have. Now, mind you, they still gonna be roguish, but they're gonna have to be sneaky and be roguish. They're not gonna be able to be roguish in peace. They're gonna have to be sneaky and roguish. They're not gonna be able to be roguish in peace like they have been. Yes, and I can imagine that just hurts them so bad. A lot of these roguish heathens. Oh, they want the task force to go home, and the task force, they just popping in and popping out. You never know where they're gonna show up at. And child, I didn't want no smoke from the task force members at all. I heard about them, and they got helicopters flying around, and the niggas are so angry and disgruntled about the helicopters riding around. Now, mind you, where was all that energy when Junebug and Ray Ray and Pookie was riding around? They don't mind Pookie and Ray Ray. They didn't protest. They didn't boycott. They didn't cry. They didn't complain. But they crying and moaning and groaning about the task force members riding around like they want to, and flying up in the helicopters. The helicopter's not bothering anybody. That's not bothering nobody. That's not interfering with the movement of the niggas. Or maybe it is. So that's why they mad about it. And then the person, I seen that video on Facebook. I said, now this supposed to be a community activist. I'm so sick of anybody being eligible to be a community activist and these fake community activists. It was one of them. One of the fake community activists, they was on Facebook just crying, literally crying and complaining and just belly aching about the helicopters of the safety task force members. All they want to do is keep the community safe. But the fake community activist was protesting the helicopter occupied by the community safety task force members. And I said, now, that's given playing both sides. Now, this is the same community activists that always advocating for put the guns down, fight like a man. I said, now, he been wanting, the crime to cease all these years, or so he pretend. And now that we have all this help that's given all these efforts to stopping the crime, he's protesting the helicopters. I mean, it went live showing the helicopters, just mad about them helicopters. And I said, them helicopters not bothering nobody. All they doing is being vigilant and trying to keep the community safe. Why would anybody protest somebody trying to keep the community safe? Unless you part of the problem. And I've been suspecting that relating to these fake community activists for a long time, especially the ones that don't work. Ain't never worked that I know of, but they always got a brand new car. They always going out to eat at these expensive restaurants, always catching flights. And I'm like, wow, I got a job and I can't even do all of this. But I'm just saying, I'm not hating on the people that's doing this. They don't have a job, but they always got a brand new car. I'm just saying it just seems suspicious to me, and that might be the group of people that's part of the problem, and why the safety task force is so important, because they're not gonna play both sides, I don't think. And we need some people to come to the city that's not gonna play both sides, like the commissioner Tammy Sawyer. Did anybody else see the post of Tammy Sawyer? Wide back Tammy Sawyer. I couldn't believe it. Before the task force came to town, Tammy had posted on Facebook something to the effect, we say no to Donald Trump. We say no to his rules and regulations. We say no to tyranny, or something like that, to that effect. And I'm like, why would you say no to Donald Trump? Why would you say no to the safety task force? Why would you say no to the National Guard? Especially when your city is in shambles. Your city is the number one city of all the cities of the United States that is number one for crime. The FBI has said this. And I don't believe the FBI would tell lies. I mean, the data speaks for itself. Every day, somebody getting killed in Memphis. Every day, somebody being roguish in Memphis. What's that I hear? What's that I hear? I hear some sticky fingers right now. Somebody in Memphis is stealing right now. I bet somebody in Memphis is stealing right now. Somebody in Memphis is thinking about killing right now. I don't know who it is, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. But anyway, um, there was, before I get back on wide back Tammy Sawyer, in this press conference that her and this do nothing city council put together, it was just shameful. It was just so shameful. I want to say this. I saw on the news recently, some grown black man had said he didn't feel like the National Guard was necessary. He said that they can take care of their own crime problem. And I was asking him through the screen, sir, if you all can take care of your own crime problem, why haven't you did it already? Why is the crime so out of control? Why are you giving birth to heathens that you cannot control? You have not raised them properly. All you have did was shitted them out and let them do whatever they want to do. So now the chickens have come home to roost. You cannot control your own heathens, and now you don't want the safety task force members to control them. Somebody got to control them. They won't listen to God. They won't listen to the pastor. They won't listen to the principals, the teachers, the this, the that. Hell, somebody gotta step in and turn this thing around. So Donald Trump, he said, I'll do it, I do it, I do it. I raise my hand, I will do it. So now, do y'all think it's because so many people don't like Donald Trump? That's why they protesting this initiative of the safety task force, the National Guard, and all of these FBI agents and etc. coming to Memphis. Do y'all think that's why? Could that possibly be why? Because I can't imagine why so many people would not want their community to be safe. Why would you want criminals to just ride and walk around your neighborhood all day and all night, committing crimes and constantly causing you to wear rest in peace memorial t-shirts and put teddy bears on the light poles? Why would you constantly want to do that? Mourn your sons and your daughters, your sisters, your cousins, your best friends, and your co-workers. Why would you constantly want to hear gunshots in the distance? Huh? Why would you constantly want to be subjected to having your car stolen in your own driveway? Or Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug climbing they roguish ass legs through your window while you in there or while you at work? Why would you want to live in fear like that? Don't y'all fear Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug and Shanika and Keisha them? Don't y'all fear? Well, I don't fear them because God has not given me the spirit of fear, but He's given me the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Look like I see some young niggas gathering up in behind me right now. I don't like them. I don't like them. And when I see them coming, I go the other way. And they always gathering up around me. Ooh. But anyway, Tammy Sawyer, let me say this, then I'm going to wrap this up. Because like I said, I see some niggas gathering up together and behind me. And I don't trust niggas. I don't trust them. They always up to no good. Always. And if you ask me, they got too much similarities to Satan. Kill, steal, and destroy, going to and fro in the earth all day. They don't never go to sleep. Never. They just go to and fro in the earth all day, seeking whom they may devour. But anyway, what was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, Tammy Sawyer, the commissioner, who I feel like is not qualified. And shout out to Judge Joe Brown. I enjoyed the hell out of his video. He just been running his mouth and talking about what needs to be talked about concerning the leadership or the lack thereof in Memphis. And I think he would have been a better choice for mayor than that one that we got in there now. And he calls him or refers to him as Mayor Urkel. You know Urkel. Did I do that? Urkel. And I'm telling you the truth. I said that fits him perfectly. The name Urkel, all he need to do is jack his pants up around his chest. And oh, he already got them glasses just like Urkel. And the whole energy of Urkel is on the mayor. Yeah. Yeah, he's a goofy. Don't get me started talking about him. I can't stand him because he's not qualified. He's not moving the city forward at all. Oh, don't get me started talking about him, please. Please don't get me started talking. But anyway, Judge Joe Brown, he has a excellent message that's targeting the leadership of the city or the lack thereof. And he's taking the words literally out of my mouth. And the commissioner, Tammy Sawyer, her in the city council. The city council is just garbage. They are also part of the problem, if you ask me. And if I remember correctly, I think they allowed these fake neighborhood civil rights activists or whatever. Now look, what's going on back here? What is going on back here and behind me? What is going on back here and behind me? Look. I can't stand them. I can't stand 'em. Everywhere I go, hit it, bringing that garbage ass. Everywhere I go. I cannot stand them. But anyway, let me hurry up and wrap this up. Because here come these garbage ass niggas all around me. Whew, I can't stand them. But anyway, yeah. What's her name? Tammy Sawyer. The so-called commissioner in the city council, they allowed these fake uh civil rights activists, community activists, whatever they want to call themselves, to strong arm them and relax a lot of these laws. And that is part of the problem that led to the police not patrolling the streets and making a whole lot of these arrests that they ordinarily would be making. That's why so many of these people, hell, the majority of them, ride around with these fake ass drive out tags. Yeah. And I think that's so unfair that people like me and other people that's responsible should pay all this money. Look. Oh, I'm so sick of these garbage ass niggas. Pay all of this money for these car tags, but then you got a lot of these garbage ass heathens that are allowed to take shortcuts by not paying at all, and then they go on Facebook, which should not be allowed. Now, Mark Zuckerberg and his team, they'll put me in Facebook jail for talking, but they will let these heathens sit on Facebook openly and commit a fucking felony by selling fucking fake ass drive out tags. But yeah. And that's something that I'm hearing that the safety task force has been looking out for, and they have been pulling a lot of these people's cars if they had them fake ass drive out tags, expired tags, no insurance. They have been pulling those cars and making the heathens walk home. Yes. So a lot of people were at the impound lot. I saw a picture of him on Facebook recently. There was a whole bunch of them the first day, which was a few days ago. It was like 50 of them at the impound lot trying to get their car back after it got towed because the safety task force, and then so many of the heathens was protesting that. Why are they out there looking for tags and stuff like that? What about the real crime? That is some real crime. See, they try to minimize the crime and, downplay the fake drive out tags and this and that. Well, hell, it all is under the same umbrella. Most of the criminals have fake drive out tags when they commit crimes because they don't want to be recognized, and they don't want to be able to be found. Most of the criminals, they use fake drive out tags and drive around in stolen cars. So, and speeding. Most of the criminals, when they on their way to commit a crime or just got through doing a crime, committing a crime, they are speeding to get away. They don't want to be caught. So yeah, the police need to be pulling these people over for speeding. All of it matters. All of the crime matters. Touch your neighbor and say all the crime matters. Yes. And all the crime needs to be stopped. Yes. But one thing that I'm concerned about is the consistency. Now, I know the safety task force need a break because it's a hard job trying to make hard-headed heathens do right. and catch them and punish them. I know it's a hard job and they tired of chasing these garbage ass heathens. I know they tired. But I would like to see some consistency. I hadn't seen them this morning. Maybe they're sleeping and getting ready for the night shift. I don't know. But I would, if I had it my way, it would be around the clock. Just chase these hard headed heathens night and day. Chase these garbage ass heathens night and day. Don't give them no break. Don't give them no leeway. Don't give them no breathing room. Just chase them, chase them, chase them down. Walk them like a dog. Yes. Yeah. What's that I hear? Wait a minute. I hear the sirens. Oh, is that the safety task force? Child, I done talked them up. What's that? That sound like the safety task force right there. Child, I just love to hear them sirens. I love to hear them sirens. I love to hear them sirens. I'm just enjoying. I'm enjoying the hell out of this moment. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I want it to last forever. I want the safety task force to stay here forever. Child, it's got the heathens shook. The safety task force got the heathens shook. They don't want to come outside. I thought they want to come outside. I thought they love outside. Child, the heathens don't want to come outside while the safety task force is outside. Wow. I thought they love outside. Now they garbage ass don't want to come outside and fucking play. Cause why they playhouse is being threatened. Yeah, the safety task force is tearing a lot of these playhouses down. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. I'm so glad they can't move these drugs like they been doing. I'm so glad they can't move these guns like they've been doing. I'm so glad they can't traffic these children and other humans and prostitute like they've been doing. And the safety task force, they need to raid some of these hotels where all this prostitution going on. Allegedly. All these drug sales is going on. Allegedly in a lot of these hotels. Yes, allegedly. Now, listen, I said allegedly. The safety task force needs to raid a lot of these chop shops. Somebody said, I said that to somebody. Somebody said, well, they just can't go on private property. Some of the property is not private. Allegedly. Somebody said they gonna need a warrant to go on private property and to check out some of these chop shops. Well, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. They are the federal agencies after all. Okay. But anyway, so many people making excuses and trying to put up roadblocks to stop and deter and hinder the efforts of the safety task force members. May no heathen formed against the safety task force members prosper. And I want God to give the safety task force members Godspeed. Okay. I want the task force members to just be victorious in every effort. Okay. 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 But so far, in the first 72 hours of the safety task force members' boots touching the ground, they made reportedly 93 arrests, 23 illegal firearms were seized, and also we have the ICE. ICE is part of the safety task force members. And child, what's that I hear? What's that I hear? I hear some illegal migrants shaking in they illegal boots. Child, just when the illegal migrants thought it was safe, it is absolutely not. And I said, oh, that is Matthews, aka formerly known as a cousin pastor. He needs to be alive for such a time as this. He missing all of this action in the city. Ooh, child, if Thaddeus Matthews aka formerly known as the cousin pastor, was alive, oh, his microphone and keyboard would be smoking. Child, he would love all of this action. It's so much action in the city. And he been waiting on this moment. He been waiting on this moment. All of these heathens being apprehended at the same time and ran down on. And the safety task force members spinning the block. Child, Thaddeus would love this. He would love this. I bet he done set up at his casket, literally in the spirit, and just enjoying whatever little bit he can see in the spirit. Child, ooh, he would love this. But yeah, they say it's 300 state troopers in town. They got the DEA. I think them the ones that be trying to look for the guns, the illegal guns. The DEA. We got the FBI. We got the National Guard. And some more people. Child. In other words, all hands on deck. All boots are on the ground. And I am enjoying this. I really am. But, there's some people, nobody but niggas, they are complaining and belly aching about this. They want the safety task members to go home. I don't. I want them to stay here forever. I want them to stay here forever. Child, I feel safe. I always feel safe. But I feel more safe. It ain't no such thing as not safe enough, not feeling safe enough. But I feel more safe with the safety task members all over the streets. Yes, they've been all on the interstate, and we can't even drive the interstate in peace. We've been able to drive the interstate in peace. No more, I ain't gonna say no more, but it's less reckless driving, race car driving, all of that right there. Yeah. And, the heathens, they waiting on the smoke to clear. I hope it don't never clear. Yeah, a lot of them laying low. And then a lot of them, I suspect, a lot of these heathens that's been showing out and cutting up real bad, I think they don't went out of town and stayed with their cousin Junebug and Ray Ray and Pookie in another city and waiting on the smoke to clear because it's too hot in the city right now. So they done packed up their illegal guns and drugs and stolen merchandise, and they done went and laid low with their cousin in another city, another town. But if Donald Trump have it his way, he probably gonna have the safety task force members to saturate the whole United States, one city at a time. And I support him 100% if that's his agenda. Because a lot of these cities are under siege by these heathens. And we gotta take our country back one heathen at a time. Yes. So it's going to take all of us coming together to help Donald Trump get this mission accomplished because these heathens are out of control. They have a takeover spirit, and we gotta fight back. We gotta fight back. We cannot let these roguish, garbage ass heathens kill, steal, and destroy more and more and more. No, we gotta apply pressure. We got to apply pressure and stand on business. Okay. Yeah, that's what it's going to take. They pushing, we got to push back. We got to push back harder. Y'all got a lot of wide backs. Use them backs to push back harder against these heathens. I got a wide back. You got a wide back. We put our backs together. We can get something accomplished other than eating up everything. Okay. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live. I have really enjoyed the safety task force members, and I want them to stay. I want them to stay forever, and just give these garbage ass heathens pure hell, unadulterated hell. Okay. I know the businesses are so happy to have the safety task force members. Their stores are better secured. I'm pretty sure these heathens want to go in there and steal, but they thinking twice. They thinking twice, especially with the holidays coming up. We're gonna need to say to task force members to stay in place and lock the city down because otherwise no store and merchandise will be safe because these roguish ass heathens, a lot of them that would work, they done lost their jobs, and they're gonna go in there and steal. A lot of them probably was stealing for their children's school supplies, and we need to put these roguish heathens and these murderous heathens on notice. Their time is limited. Okay, yeah, they're gonna have to get reformed. It's time for reforming these garbage ass heathens, and uh yeah, I'm just enjoying the energy of the safety task force members, and I want them to stay and just kick the ass of these heathens. These hard-headed heathens, they need this kind of energy. They've been needing it for a long, long time. And now the task force members have come to town, and they are matching energy. Okay, child, my insurance had lapsed, had expired last month, the month before, and it was so expensive. I had other expenses, but I said I don't want no smoke. And I heard through the grapevine that the safety task force members was setting up checkpoints and checking these tags and these insurance and driver license and this and that. And I said I don't want no smoke from the safety task force members. So I went and got me some insurance again, child. I went and got me some because I want to be in compliance, and I don't want no smoke from the safety task force members. Yeah. And some of these people, these heathens, they said, I seen them on Facebook, some of their comments, they said they gonna ride the bus. They gonna get on the bus. They wanna smoke they dope in peace and stand on the bus stop and smoke they dope. But I hope the safety task force members, they'll check that too. And it won't be no exceptions to the rules. Yeah, we need to get these drugs and these guns and all of this foolishness out of this city. Yeah. But see, the problem is a lot of these people been doing wrong for so long, they now think it's normal and right. And they so upset now that the regulators done come to town and try, well, ain't no trying, they are enforcing the law with full force and authority. Heathens, they can't stand no authority. They don't respect authority. But they just gonna have to get used to it. They just gonna have to get used to it. Cause Donald Trump, he's an alpha male, and he don't give a damn about what you think, and he not gonna give you no choice in the matter. What he says goes. Okay? They don't like that. They don't like it. But hey, this is not Burger King. You can't have it your fucking way. Okay? So y'all just gonna have to get adjusted. You heathens that's hard headed. And you have been raised to do what you want to do. Y'all just gonna have to get sick and just go somewhere and sit down. Period. Haven't you been outside long enough anyway? Damn. And as long as y'all been doing what you want to do, look, you ain't accomplished a damn thing. Okay? You ain't made no progress. So it's time to either get right or get your ass kicked by the safety task force members. It's your choice. It's your choice. Okay? But I am so glad that the safety task force members are outside, baby. And they are out there kicking ass. Yes, literally. Literally. Look, they got a nigga coming over here parking beside me. Out of the whole parking lot, they always find their way to me. And when I see them coming, I go the other way. That's my rule. I just can't stand garbage ass niggas. I just can't stand them. I can't stand them. And they cannot be trusted. And they love to sit up under you. They love to sit up under you and plot. And I don't give them a chance to plot on me. When I see them coming, I get the hell away from them. And I advise y'all to do the same because they can't be trusted. They cannot be trusted. And the only goals that they have is to kill, steal, and destroy. That sound like that sound like who? That sound like Satan, don't it? Yeah, Satan in the flesh. But anyway, the safety task force members ain't scared of Satan. And I ain't either. Okay. Yes, the safety task force members is kicking Satan's ass. Yes. And I love to see it. I love to see it. And baby, I don't know if they got a gas card, but they got plenty of gas. Gas is not a problem. They just ride up and down the street, all over the city. And they got the spirit of Kevin Gates. They don't get tired. They don't get tired. Baby, I like that energy. I like that. Yeah. They just riding around looking for a heathen that's showing out. They just looking for somebody that's out of order and non-compliant. They just looking for them. And I am so happy that they are on their job. They understand the assignment. They understand. Ain't no doubt about that. And I have full confidence in them. Child, you can go to sleep at night a little bit better, knowing that the safety task force members are outside. And they on their job. They on their job. Yes. And I haven't seen the Memphis police patrolling the street in years. And now they want to come outside and patrol the street. Now that Donald Trump, they want to impress Donald Trump, I guess. And they know that all eyes are on Memphis. Now they want to come outside and patrol the street. I said, really? Really? But they going to probably do this until the smoke clear, until the state task force members leave and Donald Trump go to another city. And I want Donald Trump to assign somebody to keep an eye on these folks and make sure they keep on patrolling the streets. Don't stop when he stop looking. Okay? Keep on being consistent. Yeah. Don't stop when Donald Trump go to another city. No, we need to stay consistent and build upon what he has started. Okay? Okay, that's what needs to happen. And another thing that needs to happen, I was thinking about this morning. These welfare queens, well, you ain't really gonna have choice in the matter. Cause Donald Trump finna take y'all asses off of these food stamps. And y'all act like y'all not worried. I've been looking at a lot of these welfare queens in the stores, in the street. Y'all act like y'all not worried. You think you're gonna be able to beg. That's why y'all not worried. Y'all think Donald Trump is a joke. You think he's playing with you. He's not. He's absolutely not. Child, Donald Trump, he just don't talk about it. He got some action behind him. And he got the spirit of Nike. He do the damn thing. That's what I like about Donald Trump. And I don't know why these illegal migrants think Donald Trump is somebody to play with. He's showing y'all that he's giving you a complimentary ride home every day. Why wait till Donald Trump send the ICE agents to your fucking door or to your job or tap you on your shoulder at Walmart to decide now is the time to leave involuntarily? He been telling you for years he's coming for your illegal ass. Why don't you get your ass back home before he send the ICE agents to you? Huh, that's stupid as hell. Just like them truck drivers. He been telling y'all he gonna take y'all illegal ass, non-English speaking asses out of them fucking trucks. You not gonna be able to put your hand on that steering wheel and ride up and down the street, not being able to read them damn signs in English. You can't rely on that app. That translator app. He don't give a damn about that translator app. You got to speak it with your mouth English. You got to read it with your eyes. And if you cannot, Donald Trump signed it into law. If you cannot read and understand, comprehend English, you got to get your garbage ass back home. You got to get your garbage ass up out of them 18 wheeler trucks. You got to get out of there. I know you don't want to let go of that money, but you got to. You got to go back home. I've never seen so many folks don't want to go back home. You love it here. I understand you love it here. But you gotta get your garbage ass back home. Donald Trump wants to make America great again, and I want to help him. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Those are jobs that Americans need to be filling. All Americans are not lazy. A lot of them are. But a lot of these Americans, they want a job, but they cannot get a job because these illegal folks that cannot speak English is in their fucking way. Okay? Okay? And a lot of, I understand. Y'all done got comfortable living real good and cozy in them Section 8 houses in a nice neighborhood. Better than you ever lived in your other country where you come from. But you got to go back home. Ready or not, hit them ICE agents come. You can't hide. You've been hiding a long time, but they gonna walk you like a dog. They gonna find you. Pretty soon they gonna find you. Okay. So I know y'all don't want to go back home, but you gotta go. A lot of y'all illegal migrants, y'all gotta go. You gotta go. Cause we gotta make our country great again. We gotta spray this Lysol cause y'all done stanked it up and things. We gotta spray this Lysol and get everything straightened back out. How you have to do your house when your guests done overstayed they welcome. You gotta straighten everything out. And a lot of jobs are shutting down. A lot of jobs can't afford their employees. They can't afford to pay them. And now Donald Trump done had the lay off a lot of folks. We got the shutdown going on. But I'm hearing that a lot of these people that's done got laid off on these government jobs, they were making a lot of money anyway, so it really ain't gonna hurt them. And it hasn't affected all the government workers, just some. Like I said, allegedly it's the ones that making a whole lot of money anyway. But I'm not gonna say that. I was getting ready to say something real, real ugly, but I'm not gonna say that yet. Not yet, anyway. But I'm gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say it out loud yet. But Donald Trump, he knows what he's doing. He's a businessman. And yeah, he's doing what he's gotta do. And a lot of sacrifices gonna have to get made. A lot of people gonna get pulled out of their comfort zone. And it is what it is. So we're gonna have to do our part to help make America great again. That's what we're gonna have to do. And reorganize, and it is what it is. But anyway, welcome to the safety task force members. I appreciate y'all coming out. I want y'all to stay forever. I want y'all to stay forever. Okay? Murderers clean out of town. Maybe we can send them to a lot of migrants. They done proven themselves and they done been on their best behavior. They ain't been roguish. They ain't, did nothing that they ain't supposed to do. Maybe we can arrange where we can kick a lot of these heathens that's American born and that's been showing out real bad, stealing and killing and just destroying and won't behave. Maybe we can exchange them for some of these illegal migrants. We send them to the other countries and keep the migrants here and try to help them get their green card. I think we can. I think we can do it like that. Don't y'all agree? Do we need to have a vote on it? A lot of these garbage ass Americans that's born here that's causing problems. Do y'all think we need to have a vote to kick them out and ban them and let some of these illegal migrants help them to become legal if they have not committed no crimes and been on their best behavior and proven themselves to be a hard worker? Because a lot of them are hard workers. They ain't causing no problems. But a lot of these American heathens that's causing problems and being roguish, they real lazy, don't want to work. All they want to do is kill, steal, and destroy. So I think we need to send them to another country and keep some of these illegal migrants here because they will work. They will work now. They're not lazy. So I think that's a benefit that we could use. Yeah, all these American heathens want to do is smoke dope and rob, steal, and kill and destroy and keep a lot of destruction and disturbance. We need to kick that garbage ass out of here and let some of these quiet, nice, obedient, responsible, illegal migrants, let them stay. Okay? Because after all, we do need somebody to clean these floors and toilets and pick the potatoes and things because I know I don't want to do it. And yeah, yeah. But the only problem I got with them is they pretend like they don't understand English when they don't want to be bothered. Illegal migrants, y'all need to stop that. Okay? I know you don't want to be bothered with a lot of us because I don't want to be bothered with a lot of us. But stop pretending like you don't understand English when we ask y'all a question. Okay? And a lot of y'all been here long enough to understand English fluently. So stop pretending like you don't understand English when you do. And if you don't, it's time for y'all to understand it because, like I said, Donald Trump, he's not playing with y'all. He's not playing with y'all, especially when it comes to them 18-wheel drivers. You got to understand English and speak it fluently if you want to continue sitting up in that 18-wheel truck and driving up and down the highway. Otherwise, Donald Trump has labeled y'all a liability. And he said, no, no, no. You got to get out of that truck. You got to get out. And I think a lot of these American drivers, they appreciate that because a lot of them need some jobs. And the holidays coming up, they got all these children to take care of and feed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah. The safety task force members, I'm so glad to have them in town. And I hope they'll stay forever. I want them to stay forever. Yes. I'm so proud of the safety task force members. Woo, and I just love to hear them sirens going up and down the street. Just speeding up and down the street on their way to apprehend a heathen, a hard-headed heathen. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I applaud them. I commend them for their courage. Because somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. And yeah, here come a heathen right now. Look at him. Pulling up beside me out of the whole parking lot. They still want to commit crimes. They still, it just in them. It just in them. They still won't go somewhere and sit down. They still won't go somewhere and lay down. It just hurt them to be obedient. They just trying to test the waters of the safety task force members. And the safety task force members are not playing with you garbage ass heathens. They're not playing with y'all. And I'm so glad that they not. Look at them pulling up over here beside me with these dark tinted windows. And I think the safety task force members, they ought to check that too. They ought to stop them from riding around with that dark ass tent too, because it could be some criminals behind that dark ass tent. Yes, that's wanted by the police. Yeah, look at them pulling up beside me, sitting over there in that dark ass tent. Behind that dark ass tent. Just sitting there. I can't stand them. They just ride around and sit all up under you and want to plot. Want to plot on you. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. Look, 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 look. Look, look. Do y'all see them over there? Do y'all see them? And they getting out. Looking all over here in my face. They getting out now. Looking all over here in my face. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. But anyway, I'm not sick of the safety task force members. I'm not sick of that safety task force. I'm not going to get sick of them. I am enjoying the safety task force. And I want them to stay forever. Yes. All right, you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live. I appreciate y'all so much. And you all have a great day. And I'm going to try to do a live either tomorrow or Monday to talk about Brandon Isabel. Brandon Isabel, the dude that threw his own 2-day-old baby in the Mississippi River. We got to talk about Brandon Isabel. Whew. The epitome of a deadbeat dad. Yes. Child, he done got not one, not two, but 3 life sentences. They don't intend for him to never get out and be outside ever again. Whew. The next time he used that penis, it'll be to pee or lay down with another man in the prison. Child, I'm telling you, when you kill your, just threw the baby in the Mississippi River, child. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Oh, we got to talk about it. It's just sad. These queens just give birth to these killers and criminals over and over and over again. When was the last time the queens gave birth to an astronaut, a physicist? Is that how you pronounce it? Physicist, a engineer, a doctor, a lawyer. The next president. Damn. But anyway, yeah. On our next live tomorrow or the next day, we're going to talk about Brandon Isabel, the dude in Memphis that killed his own 2-day-old baby by throwing her in the Mississippi River. So y'all can check it out on YouTube. Just type in Brandon Isabel or the man that threw his baby in the Mississippi River. So you'll have some backstory, for reference when we do talk about it. Yeah, that's just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But anyway, you all have a great day. And shout out to the Safety Task Force members. I want y'all to have a real good day. And all these heathens, I want y'all to have a bad, bad, bad day. And be accosted by the Safety Task Force members. Yes, yes, yes. I appreciate the Safety Task Force members. Y'all doing a real good job. And I want y'all to stay forever. Yes, yes, yes. This is long overdue. Yeah, they need some people that's willing to clean up the city. And they're doing a real good job. Real good job. Yes, taking a lot of these heathens off the street. A lot of these illegal guns and drugs off the street. Yes, yes. So let's keep going, Safety Task Force members. I appreciate y'all so much. Yes. All right, you guys. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Holla at your girl. Peace.